trapped on a plane in the sky and you only have so first you'd land the plane and then I know how to land. Oh, that that actually works out well for you. Welcome to Kauffman Writes. I'm Kauffman. We're going to answer some creative writing questions to help improve your skill set as a writer. And then we're going to be giving you some free creative writing prompts. Question number 1. How do I come up with creative writing prompts? Setting, obstacle, goal. So, when you're thinking of a creative writing prompt, you first off want to ask yourself, what is the setting of this prompt going to be? If you were trapped in space and you had the cure to humanity, it was going to expire in 5 years' time. What do you do? So, you see, I came up with a setting, an obstacle, and a goal. The setting is important because it lays the foundation for the world of whatever story you're going to create. An obstacle will challenge whatever character you want, but it's left open-ended enough so that way you can create any type of character. And then the goal is important because it gives your character something to work towards. The last person on Earth, but you find a new alien life. They might be deadly. End of the world, finding a new life might be deadly. If you found any value from the questions or from the creative writing prompt or from any of the creative writing prompts you're hearing today, please like, subscribe, and follow this video for daily creative writing tips. Question number 2. How do you craft a believable character? Tap into your emotions, pick an emotion, choose a character trait, flesh out the character. To be able to craft a believable character, characters that we really feel deep down, that we really, really connect with, we need to first tap into our emotions. Think about your favorite character that you've seen on television, in a movie, or read in a book. Why was that character so valuable to you? Why was Harry Potter such a relatable, popular character? Because he had a tragic backstory, which we wanted to empathize and relate with. First, you're going to pick an emotion. Whatever emotion you most closely relate with in this moment. Let's make an angry character. That'll create for some good obstacles. So pick the emotion. And then 2, I'm going to pick the one that I most relate with. I picked anger. And then 3, I'm going to define anger as the character trait. So if my character is going to be angry, then the other traits that I'm going to layer on are going to add to that level of anger. So for example, if I have an angry character, then maybe one of his other traits is he has a short fuse. Maybe he uses defense mechanisms, like he jokes a lot because he just wants to punch something all the time. Or perhaps he is friends with everybody, but then whenever somebody says something, it sets him off. Maybe he's charismatic, but it's balanced off with the anger. And you see, then that brings us into step 4, which is flesh out the character. So now that we picked the trait, which is anger, now we're fleshing out the character. So an angry character, how else am I going to craft that? I'm going to now add an additional defining trait there. So he's angry, he's pissed off at the world. Then I'm going to give him a companion. Let's say a companion who's happy-go-lucky, who always like glass half full type of person, because that would be the perfect balance. And then the type of obstacle and world I'd put him into would be something that's going to push his anger all the way to the edge. So if I chose to write an angry character, what would be the most frustrating, life-changing thing he would have to deal with? So you'd want to create an obstacle that would make him have to control his anger or he would fail. Let's say we could make this an easy rom-com, actually, as I come to think about it. If he doesn't learn to control his anger, then he will not meet and connect with the love of his life. Trapped on a plane in the sky, and you only have an hour's worth of fuel, but the pilot is unconscious. What do you do? Trapped in the desert with no water, but you see an oasis in the distance. What is the oasis that you see? Can creative writing be a collaborative endeavor? Can it be collaborative? Absolutely. Yes. Yes, it can. So, writing process itself tends to be on the solo side. However, there are a lot of things that you can do to make it more of a collaborative process. For instance, you could do writing games to have fun with friends. It's so easy to sit down with somebody and be like, all right, let's do a writing game. I'm going to write one sentence of the story. You write the next sentence. I write the sentence after that. You write the sentence after that. And then you go back and forth. But what you do it is you do it as a timed exercise at like 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, you guys will have this like probably kind of a funny story with maybe beats that do or don't make sense. And now what you've done is you've written a cool story together. Join a writer's group. Writers groups are excellent, absolutely phenomenal ways to connect with other writers. Get your work critiqued, critique others' work. You can learn writing stuff or writing tips from other people, collaborate, and then also do writing games or mention this cool writing game that you learned on this live stream, for instance. Or you could go find a cool creative writing live stream out there and come join me daily. There is a lot of fear around, oh, is AI going to take over all of the creative stuff and take over creative endeavors in the future? Is it going to limit and minimize my capability to write creatively? The answer is no. We're moving into an era where AI is going to have to be leveraged. Let me repeat, is going to have to be leveraged to improve your creative process. We are in a time where there are so many AI-based tools coming out that can help you brainstorm, that can help improve editing processes, that can help with collaborative ideas. It can generate pictures, it can improve editing, it can help you give you ideas to meet other writers, to improve the stuff you're doing. Where we're heading with AI, creators and people who don't leverage AI are going to be left behind because audiences, viewers, readers, you name it, are going to be attracted to live people. So communities are going to get more niche and more specific because you'll be able to still use AI and we'll see that AI will come out there, right? But people are never going to stop following people. There's a reason that like people like YouTubers like Mr. Beast are a thing. It's because people like following them. But what happens is because AI type things will be available, people will just become more attracted to certain communities. You are trapped on a deserted island with the ability of telepathy. What do you do? You are trapped in the jungle with only a knife and a magic wand. But you've been poisoned. What do you do? Do you have any ways of dealing with writer's block? I've been kind of experiencing that I've been journaling, which is good, but I don't feel like being creative. Why do you want to write? Think about what's the motivation behind your writing and what's the passion behind it. Keep in mind what's your reason for writing and what's your goal. If you're dealing with writer's block, you want to think about the reason that you want to write. Ask yourself what your goal is for writing, and then ask yourself what it is that you want to write, going back to a new piece or starting something else, and then sit down, write, and brainstorm. The brainstorming will give you ideas to get you remotivated. If you found any value from any of the questions, the video, or the live stream today, don't forget to like and or subscribe to this video. That way you'll be alerted whenever I come out with new daily creative writing tips, strategies, and solutions to help you become a better writer. I'm Kauffman, and I'll catch you tomorrow.